Spawning in the blue side in EGC's $20,000 Age of Empires 4 tournament. This is the quarterfinals right now. This is Vortix, and lo and behold, he's playing the Delhi Sultanate. And on the other side, spawning in what appears as also to be the blue color, this is Kasva. It's actually red. Playing as the French, just as you might have expected. So I think we're back to normal if I stay on Vortix's view. So I think that's what we will do here. And I think we need to enable music here. Hi YouTube. Sorry YouTube. Yeah, that's better. So we've got a mosque, and sanctity is getting researched. That's the upgrade to allow you to capture the sacred sites early. He's also getting herbal medicine, which is just healing rate, and piety, which is scholar health, makes him harder to take down. Here's an interesting thing. So normally Delhi players would make the mill first, then they'd make the lumber camp first, and from that they'd get the wood felling upgrade at the same time because it's free, right? But Vortix is doing something else, got other plans. So what could this be? He's felling this single straggler tree, and actually he's gonna delete the other one. Screw that particular tree. He's planting down a second freaking mosque. Yeah, you don't see this ever. I've never certainly seen that, and I play a lot of Delhi, not a lot against Delhi, admittedly. Nobody really plays him too much, but if he has prepared something interesting here, this could be it. So with this, he will be able to also queue up efficient production. That's the only upgrade in Dark Age that he hasn't yet queued. And yeah, there it is. So what that does is you can garrison your scholars in your buildings, and thus you will not need to make as many buildings. They just make them work faster. It's double speed, so, you know, 1 barracks equals 2 barracks. We've got a gold vein being gathered from with 3 villagers, which some France players actually do 4 for this. It's a slightly slower advance, but it still gets the job done. Anyways, Kasva is going up with the School of Cavalry. Absolute shocker, guys. It's gonna be knights. Wow. Well, I mean, French is really terrifying, but this can be done. It's just super hard on Arabia, of all things. Wait, this is Lipany. My bad. Anyway, it's irrelevant, right? Like this one cliff, and this one cliff is what differentiates it from Arabia. Who cares, right? It's the same thing. So yeah, I do think it's hard to play Delhi. You're gonna have to make a very compact base. Probably wall. You probably have to abandon the gold vein. It's so close to the front. Like, how forward is that gold vein? Jeez, was that even in the starting line of sight? Like, that's insane. Very unlucky for Vortix here. And we've got the Dome of the Faith coming down. Of course, seeing as the other... is it Tower of Victory? I think that's what it's called. It's supposed to give like a 15% increase to attack speed for infantry and archers. However, it doesn't work. So Dome of Faith it is. It makes the scholars cheaper. As long as you produce from it directly, rather than the mosques. It doesn't act as a mosque itself. But, you know, you'll be able to make scholars for cheap. And Kasva is in the feudal age already. And yeah, got the Royal Knight coming up. And yeah, to those of you watching live, this is delayed because I don't have the people added and they weren't showing up in the spectator list, so we have to do it from replay, which is why I also won't be swapping to Kasva's view because it screws up the colors. So limitations for this first series. The others, hopefully we can catch live because I'll be jumping back to back into the games. And we shall see how that goes. Anyway, this is almost done, and we do have a lumber camp this time around, so that's obviously going to be needed for making barracks and archer ranges or stables. Now, I'm curious, is this going to be one of those barracks and stable plays, or is it gonna be just barracks and archery? Barracks and archery is cheaper. You can definitely pump out a lot more units, but the knights is scary. So if he was facing like double knights and archers, that's freaking terrifying. If it's just a lot of archers, that's also terrifying. But you can kind of make up for it with the whatever that tech was called, with when you can put the scholars in the buildings. Okay, so we've got scholar production right away, and it's gonna be targeting the barracks. So there's no early scholar out there, obviously, because no sensible France player should ever let an early scholar go after a sacred site, right? It just doesn't happen at this kind of level. We've got a Royal Knight charging on the Spearman, but gets blocked by the Brace. And did you guys know that the Brace also does the Spearman's damage back to the Knight? So they not only not take any damage, but they deal damage. I wish it reflected the charge though. That would be way more damage. Anywho, this Knight is getting real low. That Knight is getting real low. This is a disaster already. You're supposed to kill a Spearman, not die to them. But yeah, with Vortix already having 4 spears, and yeah, the Scholar just ventures out. This is a very good reaction to what's happening here, although Vortix is a little bit housed, no problem, as long as he can make his last units, right? He's actually cancelled villager production for a moment there. But yeah, he's gonna get a sacred site for his troubles. I mean, that is a lot of income. Should be 200 gold per minute. So you can afford to skip a villager or two, but maybe not for too long. Anyway, Spears guarding this. No resources being spent on walls or anything. Against France, I understand, because, you know, the French players are gonna have a lot of villagers, and I'm gonna end up having to switch to the other player now. Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Oh, it does. Oh, but it does. 29 villagers to 23 total and rip colors. Some villagers just turned blue. So Vortix does have the sacred site. He's getting the other one now. And I think he has actually enough to guard that. The Spearman once again doing sick damage to that Royal Knight, although the Royal Knight does get a villager kill. But so be it. No way. He just got sniped on his way out by the town center. That must be like the last arrow it could have shot. And unfortunately for Kasva, these villagers are actually gathering from the berry instead of the hunt. The hunt is a lot faster of an income source. So I think it's 0.75 per second. No, that's the sheep actually. I think it's 0.8 something. And the berries are 0.69. Which is nice. But not as good. Cool, so the third sacred site is way on the other side. I don't think that's gonna be a thing for a while. Could wall this off relatively cheap, but you could also make 2 more production structures for that cost. Walls are not cheap. Wait, is there a second scout? Did Kasva make that in age 1? I completely must have missed that. Or maybe he accidentally made a scout. I don't know. Wait, is that knight gonna... Oh, the archers just dropped the knight. There's 2 more knights dead. Is that 3 knight kills? That is a lot of resources, dude. Meanwhile, Vortix has been getting hundreds and hundreds of gold. He's still mining from his front gold mine. 550 per minute versus 190. Like, that's just sick. Vortix has enough gold to definitely go to the next stage and then some. So I'd say swap these guys onto some other resource. Keeps a sacred site and it recaptures itself, so no problem. Scholar's just gonna heal up everybody. And yeah, Kasva tries to take the other sacred site. I definitely think that Vortix has gotten whatever he wanted out of this. And there's gotta be some serious response out of Kasva soon. And it's gonna be just double archery range, so there's not gonna be a lot of knights. And as long as there's a scholar garrison in the archery range of Vortix, which there is, he not only saved the wood for another another archer. He spent gold on this, right? Which he has plenty of. He has a shit ton of gold. He's also getting free upgrades, starting with the ranged armor. And he could potentially be getting the ranged attack as well. But actually made a market first, and we're gonna be going up to the castle age with the House of Learning. Meanwhile, Kasva is nowhere near that. He's not gonna go age 3 for like a million years. This guy's trying to do something there, but not happening. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised that Vortix has such a good read on this. I don't think he's been to this base, but he, just by the unit counts, he figured out that this is a single stable and 2 archery ranges. And so he doesn't need to worry about ranged attack as much as he has to worry about the armor. That said, the archers are still doing massive damage to the spearmen, so maybe tanking with them not the best idea. But should be able to kill at least another knight, and yeah, picks off the weak one. Another! He killed so many knights this game, there's almost none left, so what is France really about at this point? It's just archers. It's not an archer civ, right? And I'm sure there's a villager advantage for our French player here, but it's not gonna be that much. Okay, so scholars are going into the mosque. That's 2 of them now. The researchers are gonna be a little bit faster, and we're gonna get armor again. And the House of Learning has some pretty good upgrades as well, increasing the melee damage of knights or men at arms. Actually, it's lancers, not knights. So that tooltip is wrong. But yeah, Vortix is forced back into his base by that archer spam. Obviously, France's economy is nothing to scoff at, even though he didn't have all that free gold. But now Vortix, without any sacred site income, actually has no gold coming in. Yeah, definitely. What? Sorry, what? Why does it say he has income per minute on gold? He's not gathering. What? Someone help. Yeah, definitely nothing owned. Okay, now it's 0. That's better. I guess earlier in the minute there was something. Anyways, we've got men-at-arms being produced. They have 13 damage, which is, you know, comparable to spearmen. Spearmen would do a little bit more damage to cavalry, however. Like, there aren't any left, but I think it's 8 plus 16, right? So 24. But then again, men-at-arms are tougher. They have more armor. They don't have a brace mechanic, though. Either way, to get spearmen up to par, he would have had to upgrade them to veterans, and he doesn't currently feel like he has the time for that, it seems like. There's actually very few monks, scholars in the mosque in general, and the upgrades aren't being researched here in the House of Learning, so that's really unfortunate. This home base upgrades would have been nice to have. Somehow, he got both of the sacred sites back? That's insane. And as soon as you capture it, it gives you the first piece of gold income. Anyway, here goes the fight. Archers on archers, men-at-arms on knights. There's not a lot of knights, so men-at-arms substantially outnumber them, and you can see how quickly that health bar drops. It's too many. In an even engagement, knights would technically counter those, but this is nowhere near that. So many gold villagers there. And we got another stable coming up from Kasva, but is it too late for that? It's just archers against men-at-arms now, and you can do a little bit of scoot and shoot, but only to a degree. Another knight is dead here as the archers take him down. Yeah, it looks like Vortix can just take whatever he's got and go. That's 2 sacred sites again, which will translate into 400 income per minute on gold. Insane. Maybe he could even make like a tower war elephant or something crazy. I don't know. That would be actually really tough to deal with that a massive amount of units. Men-at-arms are right on top of this. Half of them going after the archers. Actually, it's way more than half going after the knights, and they're dropping again. There's 2 more knights coming. Archers being forced to shoot and scoot. The villagers going into the outpost. And it's looking real bad for Kasva in this one. Losing the France pick, giving Vortix the France pick next time, as there are no repeats in this tournament once you have won with a faction. So that's rough. Five armor, and yeah, now the attack is coming in. Very nice. But it's gonna be later, after the +2 ranged armor. That is 10 men-at-arms in the front lines, with way more coming in. Maybe not the best fight from Vortix. That could have been a little bit better if everyone's lined up, but anyways, his archers are better than those of Kasva, and it's really showing right away. These guys just deal like no damage. 5 damage going into 1 armor, that becomes 4. Man, these units are chatty. They sure talk a lot. Might reduce their volume a bit. Vortix is garrisoning absolutely everyone he's got into the town center, but the remaining villagers outside don't have anywhere to run. There's only 20 for the capacity here. And so long as he fights off these knights, he can jump on the remaining villagers again, potentially equalizing the villager count, as France has had quite a bit of advantage in terms of training them. They're still being made. Kasva has no fear. He also has no food though. There are the veteran spearmen. Are we gonna see any cavalry whatsoever? No? No cavalry? What? Fully upgraded lancers would be so sick actually. They don't need their veteran upgrade to match the Royal Knights. They'd be just better out of the box. I would really like to see a few lancers, especially with this gold bank. Would be sick. Too late for that. Spearmen to stop the capturing of the sacred site, but Vortix's army is absolutely sick. Like, what is he even going up against? A 4-knight marauding crew? That's it? Oh no, that is it. Quite a bunch of gold vills hidden there. I doubt Vortix will find them anytime soon without cav of his own. Knight is in his production. 4 more joining. But yeah, the spearmen are being cranked out, and these are veteran spears, so they don't take a ridiculous amount of damage anymore. They have 110 health, so they can face tank for a moment. Not the most fortunate farming area with the knights coming in, but then again, his home base is getting ravaged by the men-at-arms. That is so many of them. How much torch damage do they get? 20? 15? Something like that, right? We'll see in a moment, no doubt. He's going after the units. The archers are not shooting the vills, but they are now. I'm not sure Kasva can do anything about this at this point. Even if he garrisons everyone, these men-at-arms have ridiculous armor. 6 armor now. 16 torch damage, there it is. So they've had the +1 upgrade, no doubt, and that is... No, that's actually coming now. Does that increase torch damage? No, it doesn't look like it. No, it's just age specific, okay. Anyway, we got more spears joining in here. The knights are absolutely toast. They cannot fight. This is not enough. He's got all the sacred sites. All Vortix needs to do is just ward off these sacred sites, and he should be able to keep it. I mean, stone walls. His opponent is in age 2. He's just gonna siege down this element. This town center is toast, dude. Knights are trying to charge into the archers, but they drop as they attempted. There are +2 upgrades on the archers. One from the veteran archer upgrade, another from an actual range attack upgrade. And this TC cannot be saved by anything. Kasva is dead, officially. And first game goes to Vortix. This is a best of 5 though, so let's see where we go from here. Game 2 is here, and this time around, Vortix is going to be Mongols. And on the other side, in the red color, this is Kasva. The AoE Sultanate, that's right. Unbelievable. What everyone calls to be the worst civ is getting played everywhere. And on these river maps, is this the Noob River? No, this is Mongolian Heights, right? I think this is Mongolian Heights. Anyway, on these river maps, the AoE is actually pretty good because you can protect your dog so easily against spearman attacks. Mongol is really good because with the Ovu, you can pump out infinite spears and outnumber the other guy. But with Delhi Sultanate's ships, the fishing ships, being able to shoot arrows, it's absolutely sick. You can defend yourself against the infinity amount of spearmen. And here's a little bit of a map thing. Kasva has a sacred site right in his base, so that's fair, I guess. Look at this. Vortix has to go all the way here into the base. That is free real estate, 200%, 200 not percent, gold income per minute. Absolutely sick. And he should absolutely get sanctity first. I'd even ungarrison that first color after this is done. Like, that's sick. Well, anyhow, the Khan of Vortix is on the other side here, stealing the sheep of Kasva. So what is Kasva up to? He's found a bunch of sheep. That's 6 versus 5. It's gonna turn into 9 very fast though. Oh my goodness. That is 9 sheep. And he just stole so many of those. The dock is up. And so long as the Khan helps his villager stay alive, I think it should be fine. It's gonna be fine anyway. It's gonna be able to garrison in that tower, no problem. And you know what you could do with that tower? You should be able to target down the herdable sheep, I think. It's probably the best use. Deny Kasva those resources he knows he's running. There is a fishing boat. There is a little bit of a delay to the fishing boat for Kasva, but at least he's gonna have one. In my experience, you want to go up to quite a few here, but it could get scary, and there's gonna be an early wall off. Wow. Okay, that seems unnecessary. Why? I guess he's scared of the spearman attacking his woodline, but Town Sanctifier is really good against spearmen, so I'm not sure he has to worry about. If that would happen, he can transfer the villagers to the straggler trees, and the TC will take care of the rest. Sanctity is halfway done, and we've got obviously wheelbarrow on the way, we've got survival techniques on the way, and forestry. Not a single sheep is being gathered from, by the way. So where is Kasva's food operate? Oh, the berries, right. The villagers, the red villagers are invisible behind that. It's because we're on Vortix's view, I think. But I'm too scared to swap because replays actually bug out, so... Anyway, here we got the fishing boats trying to pressure, but it's not enough, not nowhere near enough, guys. The fishing ships are getting healed by the dock at the same time, or repaired rather. And once you get down to a little bit less health, you just take another fishing boat and heal. Or, what's even better, is you garrison it inside the dock, and it will still heal inside. And of course you can go over this with your own fishing ships. But yeah, that's not gonna be enough fishing ships to really cause any trouble. A few villagers get pulled, but the fishing ships would have had equally good income as the villagers, and they're here causing troubles. Not really troubles. All of the land bridges have been walled off by that Delhi villager. Very interesting actually, but You just make a transport ship and you're good, right? So this weirds me out so much. Anyway, what's Vortix up to? It's looking like he's got a substantial amount of gold, but he's not aging up because he hasn't been able to gather the food. You gotta have a little bit of food gathering on land as well, in my opinion. But now he's making a second tower here to defend himself. Very overkill, if you ask me. Kasva is pretty far away, however, himself from reaching the next stage because his own... Oh! Kind of toast because his own fishing ships were not gathering. So we got a Delhi outpost coming up now. Absolutely no spearmen, just outposts facing off each other. I don't think they can actually shoot at each other though. Can they? That might be the actual attack range. Anyway, once this villager gets in here, you're obviously going to be wanting to shoot at the fishing boats. But once again, one villager is not really enough to outpower the repair rate of the dock and the ability to garrison, so there is that. Now, this fishing ship came to the wrong neighborhood. Get out of here. There is the initial scholar capturing the sacred site. Very good. That is a lot of resources. Yeah, as I said, look at this. It's pathetic. Is that 2 damage? Is that actually 2 damage? Are you joking me? Scout gets in. Oh, it's like 5 damage, but to repair it is like 4. Oh, goodness. 6 damage actually per arrow. But it's getting out repaired easy. Well, today I learned. Anyway, we've got the deer stones coming up, which is going to give the yam perk, which speeds up units for a certain amount of time. It makes it easier for your units to cross the map. We still don't have really anything produced by the Ovu. And we've got a complex walling system going on here by Kasva. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. I guess he wants to... Oh, right. He wants to stop the ships going through. Because he's trying to make combat ships. Light junks are on the way. One of them will be finished, and this villager will have to leave, I'm afraid. Anyway, Kasva reaches the feudal age as well. No does have been made just yet. How does the doe versus the light junk matchup go? Isn't it the same ship, basically? Yeah, this villager is super toast. And it's gone. Ships turning around. They have 7 attack each. As long as one of them is getting repaired, though. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the light junk is having to turn around, but when there's 2 light junks, that's, I think, a different story. Right. Nothing here to heal the light junk, though. Oh, we've got a market. So, Kasva looking to sell the gold he's getting, but his villagers turned idle. So that is rather unlucky. He's trying to get the survival technique still instead of horticulture. He forgot to get the specialized pick upgrade for the mining. Oh no. But he did remember to get the double broad axe, so that's good. Anyway, there's the doe. Look at this, those light junks are actually going to be able to take down this palisade gate. Is there going to be any production behind this? Hell yeah. It's double archery range production. And they're just producing archers. No man could die. So the goal here for Vortix might be to actually go into rams. Very interesting. So otherwise, this should be Mangudai, right? Because you just run in, you run out, you do damage, it's great. What is going on here? Right, the tower. Nothing too serious. There's a house on top of the trading post. Which is also on Kasva's side. This map is giga unfair, actually. Takes down the scholar. Trying to capture that sacred site. Okay, that was a little greedy. Probably unnecessarily so. Where's this guy going? Oh, he just grabbed idols, right? But now that's free in there. Did he stop researching the upgrades from here as well? Oh no. Guess I'm making some rather big misplays there. Those upgrades are super essential. Being able to garrison one of your scholars in one of your military buildings just means that it's going to produce a double speed, right? Now he has enough resources to go age-free, but will he actually be able to do so? This wall is burning down, and the archers are super eager to run through. They do so immediately the moment they can. Won't be able to get the ramps made because he needs the siege engineering tech, which he's getting. Holy moly, this is gonna be scary. Vortix has got enough for one round to start off, and by the time that's done, it's gonna be room for another. Light chunks versus dough and fishing ships is going pretty well so far. Fishing ships getting taken down. That is pretty much all of Kasva's food income. Huge issue for him. This is upgrading for arrow slits. But the archers are already right on top here. And the House of Learning is never gonna come up. Never gonna see the light of day. This is just a complete denial. There's gonna be 2 ramps. And potentially even 3 to look at here. Kasva has 0 units. What is going on? He's trying to make horsemen, but it's way too late. He didn't have efficient production. And it's really hurting him. Vortix should be owning here. Lots of outposts coming up. Lots of them, seriously. And even though there are 5 villagers in this tower, this other one actually got the arrow slits, and now it's firing with 10 damage. Not the worst, I guess. And we got this ram totally doesn't care about what's happening. It's gonna be another, and the villagers should be picked up by the archers. Of course, you can't leave the ram there because the vills and the cav will pick them off fast. But I don't think the cav can do too much against these archers. That's too many. Gonna be like 3 of them trading for 2 archers. It's not great, especially with the Mongols being able to double produce. So many villagers going down. Forecast of Vortix focusing them down so fast. Oh, it's so painful. More horsemen trying to come in here, and we're gonna be looking at knight production, or lancers rather, in a moment. But does Kasva actually have the food for it? No, it doesn't look like it. He's gonna have to kill those ramps one by one, but the archers are doing a number on his villager count. Currently we're looking at 50 villagers by Vortix versus 26 by Kasva. I attempted the quick switch there. Hopefully it doesn't break the colors too much. Basically anytime a new unit's popping out for the opposing player that you switch to in a replay like this, the colors just switch and it stays switched. Very confusing to look at. There's nothing here. Lots of fishing ships for Vortix still gathering. He swooped up everything in this area except that one shoreline fish. Tower being annoying enough to send him away. And the horsemen are looking for a counterattack. Vortix actually retreats, wow. So there is the Lancer. Let's see if the House of Learning is going to be used this time. We got Honed Blades. That should absolutely be researched. I would like to see a few man-at-arms, to be honest. And a Blacksmith is... well, it's a little bit late if we're honest, but Kasva has been having trouble getting to this 3rd age to begin with. And now that Vortix is following, he's actually in trouble. Like, there's going to be Crossbowmen, there could be Mangudai. The Mangudai have such high attacks that they actually don't care too much about the Lancers. It's insane. There's enough of them. It's in a good position. And they have the same speed as the Lancers, by the way. Nice villager pick off, but the horseman is going to die for it. They're not that good at that kind of diving. Because they don't have a whole lot of armor. Lancers way better at this. But now we should be looking at Lancers from both players. And yeah. Obvious, dude. Obvious. You just get double Lancer from there. I mean, it could be matched by the Scholar garrisoning in there, but he still didn't get the upgrade. He didn't get the Swiftness upgrade. So many upgrades missing in general. Horticulture 2 not on the way. That's fertilization, actually. Lumber Camp is working on the lumber preservation, so that's good. And the pick upgrade is still not being done. Unfortunate. Looks like Kasva is gonna wall this off. Actually sending a villager. Scout torching the battering ram, that's funny. Okay, well there's the archers, they're veteran now. And they definitely have money for two more rams if he so chooses. Lancers are now in the villager line. That's a pretty good raid by Kasva. Forcing back all these villagers to the town center. But I have to say, Vortix has been just playing this better so far. He can take a hit. There's 54 villagers still. I mean, the Lancers are doing a freaking fantastic job here picking them off. And the town center is pretty much full as well. Yeah, he reduced their number quite well. And it's still going. But here come the Rams. And there's not much at home to defend. Gonna be going up against an equal amount of Lancers almost. It's 5 versus 3, but 1 Lancer already drops. The veteran archers are now doing 8 damage as they had an upgrade, and these guys have not had a blacksmith upgrade finish yet. Well, they have the melee armor finished, funnily enough. Honed Blades is not happening. And it looks like the landmark will drop here. Also, there is a light junk now protecting the sacred site, so that's not getting captured. Yeah, Vortix is doing such a good job. He's even gonna bring up deer stones to make his archers way better at kiting. Or shooting, scooting, or whatever you wanna call it. Stutter stepping. There's a million terms for it. So as long as they're in there, they're just gonna be fast. And you gotta go fast when you're dealing with Lancers. 1.44 speed versus 1.62 speed. So yeah, you can obviously see the benefit of that. I'll be able to get quite a few shots off before having to deal with those guys. House of Learning is... Dome of the Faith, sorry, is over here. House of Learning is dead. So that's gonna be the last landmark to kill. Town center is almost certainly going to follow. There's 17 villagers in there. They can't pop out. There's too many archers. And Vortix takes yet another game. That's 2-0. Kasva is going to be on his last life. Can he bring it back in game 3? In the blue color once again. This is Vortix. This could be the last game. Unless Kasva brings it back on the other side. He is in the red, also playing France. You can repeat your civilization if you haven't won with it yet. So Kasva lost the first game with France. Now let's see if he can do any better in the mirror. This is gonna be one I'm gonna fast forward, guys, because it's a well-known build order by now. Just put everyone on sheep, and you're gonna put 3 or 4 villagers on the gold vein. Yeah, this is gonna be the 3 villager variant, I think. And then you make a school of cavalry. You get your sheep in the meantime. It's very, very simple. Everyone can do this. Looks like it's just Arabia as well. Right? It's Arabia, I think. And there it is. Gonna have a school of cavalry from both players. Looks like Kasva is gonna have a bit of a faster advance time. I'm gonna keep fast forwarding a little bit through H2 until there's an actual fight coming down. As these guys will probably not be getting any upgrades anytime soon. 5 villagers transitioning to wood for both players. We've got no wood felling upgrade actually. And there is the first knight coming out. They're gonna meet in the middle more or less. Oh, that's not actually a knight. 2 scouts? No, 1 scout each. That would have been funny. Okay, the knight is protecting the gold villager, so that is our first fight. That is where we will slow down to normal speed, as there was literally nothing to see here. We got a blacksmith out of Vortix early. The blacksmith here means that he gets the melee upgrade for free. And actually, Kasva does not have that. Able to save the villager, but getting double knight charge now. Ooh, both of them hit. And the Royal Knight is taking a lot of damage for a villager kill. Is it gonna die? No way, dude. Okay, the other knight is getting on top of the villager as well and gets a kill. So 2 villager kills, but it looks like it's gonna be 2 knight losses. Oh my goodness, Kasva is kind of throwing away his units here. Okay, that one might get away, but you just wait a second. Vortix is turning around. He's gaining his lance. Okay, he's not using it for charging. He's gonna use it for protecting against the next knight. If he can get another kill here, that would be so sick for him. That just basically puts away the game. This villager should survive one more hit. Oh my god! Kasva! That is just sloppy, man. Oh no, it's gotta be the nerves. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That is not good. The stable has not been producing for him. He doesn't have enough food income to actually sustain that stuff. Meanwhile, Vortix is just chilling out here, getting Hunt, which is a really good food source. Superior definitely to the berries or the sheep. Definitely to the berries. It's a nice little charge off against Vortix here, but Vortix is only sacrificing a little bit of hit points. I think with the amount advantage he has right now, he can just keep going knights and didn't actually need to get chivalry just yet. He has still pretty good hit points, right? So I think he could have taken the fight with like 2 extra knights. That's how many you can produce in the time you get chivalry. If he has 2 extra knights right now and attacks, I think that's just terrifying, honestly. I guess he's gonna heal up first. We're not gonna have chivalry for Vortix. Sorry, for Kasva. But he is gonna have an outpost. Thing is, though, against knights, like they have 3 ranged armor, which means 1 outpost is just kind of not enough. You can finish off the weak ones, right? If they're really weak, but not really. I generally recommend 2 outposts if you want to exclusively rely on that without any spearmen set idle next to your villagers. That also allows you to save all of the villagers. Like, there's 12 villagers here, right? So 2 towers is not even enough to garrison them all. Let alone 1. You see perfection here, right? 5 villagers, 5 garrison spots. That's perfection. Right there. Ooh! Vortix taking a little bit of a bad fight, but should be able to run away. I think he disengaged early enough. Then again, Kasva could just click back for a moment, gain the lances and charge. Not gonna do it. Oh, now it's not good. Wait, he's using the stealth forest to his advantage and should be able to get charges off. Okay, he's gonna get several kills here, I think. Or not. He'll have to do it again. But he got 1 kill, which is at least something. Still going up against Chivalry Knights. And I am not certain that his numbers are quite there yet. This counterattack could be sick though. Okay, he's got Chivalry now. But I guess the double stable is starting to show its power, as he's finally able to more or less produce from both of the buildings, but kind of not yet. He's almost there. He's almost there. Oh, we're gonna have textiles for the villagers. That is such an expensive upgrade though. And it takes still, like, how much does it take? 17 seconds to do, so it's a villager cycle. Very, very expensive technology. It's 100 gold for what it is. Looks like we got 1 melee armor for the knights here. We don't have it for these guys. Kasva didn't invest into that. He barely has the resources anyway. He has the gold, I guess. He could do it now. We've got nice trying to get in there. But Vortix beautifully matching the numbers and gets charges off versus absolutely no charge. These guys just turned around and took it. Ouch. France is gonna win this game, yeah. Better than French. The other villagers are getting in there. And we got a lot of production actually from Kasva. Now I'm gonna quickly compare the villager numbers, hoping that the replay interface won't break completely. 40 versus 40. He caught up somehow. That's epic. Just about unit count. Scouts versus scouts. 9 knights going across, 7 knights here. So Vortix might technically be able to defend if he positions his units correctly, but actually there's 7 more here. So it does look like Kasva just has more knights overall, but at the same time, he's gonna be attacked first and should be losing a lot of villagers. They have 75 hit points now, so they should be able to survive another hit. But now he's attacking, and he's got knight superiority here. Barracks is not going to complete, and he's on top of the gold mine of Vortix as well. A lot of villagers dying left and right and center. Ooh, another villager kill. Very nice. So Vortix is currently 36 versus 37. No, they're matching again in villager numbers. Neither player able to produce units, so it's just all about who can deny more. With so much arrow fire going on, I think Kasva is actually in a significant knight lead now. Is he? It's 4-8 versus what? Versus 10. Okay, 2 knights extra. Is the defender's advantage gonna make up for that though? Oh, there's 2 extra knights. So yeah, Vortix has to get his act together here. He's not gonna lead anymore in anything. Kasva definitely overgathering from that gold mine. Bruh. Oh man, that hurts, that hurts. Did Vortix not scout it or something? He did not scout it! Oh, that is so painful. Well, he's gonna be punished for it now. Villagers are coming into the town center, but there's way too many villagers for all of them to fit. And the knights are definitely going to find kills here. He's trying to protect his own. So I think with that kind of damage, we're gonna have to be looking at the next game. Those Kasva knights just did too much work. Yeah, knights chasing knights. Now Vortix knows, and he should wall that off as soon as he can, but he suffered so much damage. 28 villagers versus 42. I don't see how he can come back from this. Finally, Kasva has spread his villagers out a little bit more. He still got a lot of gold. But finally more food. 16 on food right now. He's getting a lot. Like a lot of wood as well. Well, that's Vortix. Yeah, Kasva is not doing that much. So I think all that Kasva needs to do at this point is rally up his 15 knights. And it's gonna be versus 10, so should be easy peasy, right? I think Vortix is gotta feel bad about this now. I just don't see how you hold this. Even though there's a barracks producing spearmen, it's only gonna be a bunch, right? It's just 4 spearmen. And the knights are healing out of combat as they chase each other. They're kind of in combat, but they're kind of not, right? Oh, they're turning away. There's too many spears, I guess? I'm not sure that's too many at all. He can be killing the barracks itself, actually. Torch damage is pretty sick here. 13 for each knight. Very, very far away from H3 for both players, though. Wait, is he thinking he can hold with the spears? That's insane. That's 16 knights, dude. Not gonna happen. Counterattack is being attempted, but gets spotted by that knight, so I think the play for Kasva now is to just go for it. Kill as many villagers as you can. With your reinforcements defending, garrison into all your towers. You have so many. He doesn't have gold. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have a gold. Okay, I couldn't see it. Okay, kills the spears first. 8 villagers are in the TC, 9 now. And the knights are absolutely ravaging this tiny, tiny economy. There's gonna be absolutely nothing left. It's just the 20 villagers, 25 villagers that will survive. It looks like. Anyway, Vortix is on the counter-offensive now. But there are more than enough knights to meet him. Oh, this is painful, man. And Vortix has to resign out of this one. Kasva takes back a game. Game 4, guys. Vortix is playing French still. He obviously has that pick available. And on the other side, on Boulder Bay. Wow, going very close to the shore. This is Kasva playing as Mongols. Can't believe it. Immediate dock versus immediate dock. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Boulder frickin' Bay. Unbelievable. Like, there is gonna be a sacred site up here. Oh man, this map though. And there is a coastal trading post, which French should be able to make use of. But the fishing ships, the trading ships are insanely expensive. Even though they are better with France. I'm not sure we'll see it anytime soon. We will definitely see junks, however, not junks, they're light junks versus hulks. I'm not sure how well that will go for the Mongols, but maybe they can pump out enough spearmen to put an end to this. But I think the strat here for Vortix is to just get those hulks out as quickly as possible. Sorry. And yeah, this is gonna be a pretty tame early game. There's not much else to talk about with the map. There's a boar here. There's a land trading post as well. A little bit favoring Vortix, I want to say. But not by much. Not by enough that it really matters. But he does have more relics on his side, so that does matter. Long term. He should be able to get H3 faster since he's gonna have the water economy to him. Whereas Kasva's water economy is gonna get nuked. In fact, he is using the shoreline fish, which gather from slower. There is deep water fish there, but I don't think he's seen it. He's seen it. Why isn't he using it? I don't understand. There is an Ovu. Now the question is there going to be a barracks around it? It doesn't look like it. Kasva seems to be focused on aging up, from what I can see. Because he's continuously producing ships, right? And had he cut that, I think he could have gotten a barracks out. But it doesn't seem to be the strat. So we're gonna just fast forward because for 1 minute, it's just gonna be these guys gathering their resources. You want a bit more on gold this time because you got so many people on wood. And there's a lot coming in from the fish as well. Same thing for Mongols pretty much. Actually, he may do it with just 3 because he didn't need to make like a... Oh, the barracks is not gonna be built next to the Ovu? What? Seriously? Very interestingly, School of Cavalry is gonna be the pick. Oh, the barracks can just ferry over, of course. And we've got the Silver Tree, which is the market, basically. You can produce traders, but yeah, it's gonna be hard against French. We're gonna see 1 Hulk being made and also the additional sales, which makes them faster. And there it is. Silver Tree is also gonna be next to the Ovus, so we're gonna have double caravan production. Trying to make up for the loss of the fishing ships, but I think it's gonna be much worse than that. The Hulk should be able to spin to win here and pick off the gold villagers too. We're gonna have an archery range. I don't even think he needs more than 1 Hulk to put this game away on water. It's completely insane to me that Kasva would play Mongols on this map. We've got the trader production going. But will that ever make up for the water economy? I mean, honestly, Vortix can just continuously make fishing ships from here on out, and it's like he has 3 town centers or something. Well, not quite. It's 25 seconds to produce a fishing boat, but you got what I mean. The scout already finds the traders. They do have the yam bonus from the towers. So yeah, he's just gonna create more and more outposts to keep the trade going fast. You gotta go fast. Hulk has killed every single fishing ship but the ones inside, and he's looking around now for more. I kind of wish Vortix would use a fishing ship for the scouting though, or maybe an additional Hulk, I don't know. A fishing ship would do the job. There's a knight. However, there's enough spearmen to handle it, so I don't know. They'll have to be carefully picking off these. Oh, he's gonna find them. That's sick. Yeah, there's no way they're getting back. These 2 are both dead. The Hulk is doing work. Ooh, the town center actually does major damage against the Hulk. What is that? How much bonus damage is there from the town center? Plus 25 versus ship per bow. You don't want to get near the town center. I is getting away. But at least some of these traders are going to ferry their gold back. And it's gonna be a light junk trying to fight off a Hulk. That's not gonna go well. To say the least. Even with that kind of hit point difference, it's 10 damage per shot, dude. No more spearmen being produced, it seems. But we've got archers from Kasva. Sorry, from Vortix. There's a lot of archers from Vortix. 9 already, and the knights are gonna be doing the tanking. But I guess he can just put this in the trade route and deal with it. No spin to win, and no supporting fishing ship, funnily enough. But he did make a second Hulk. And honestly, that's gotta be the end of this. Even with several light chunks, it's not gonna be anywhere close to what he needs. There is some repairing going on with the dock. Oh, even the battering ram from Vortix to try to take down these towers. Nice. And yeah, now the silver tree is completely useless. I mean, it got like a little bit of resources back. And each trader basically pays for themselves if they successfully make the trip. But yeah, he wanted way more out of that. Light junks are looking for a counter attack, but I don't think they'll get it. There's a villager kill. Better run! Oh man, this TC is gonna wreck the Hulk. Oh my god. Down it goes. Yeah, these fishing ships can just garrison. And the other Hulk can just come home to defend against that. The spearmen are getting absolutely ravaged by the archers here. Got double stable. And that's veteran horse. No, it is normal horsemen now. That's right, because Mongols have early horsemen. So they're like really crap, but you upgrade them and they're normal. Instead, you can make him in age 1. Don't really see much of that though. Well, let's see what those knights can do. It looks like a whole lot. Look at all these idle caravans. He's still making them, what? Bro, you got 6, 7 idle caravans already. Stop making. You need the army to survive, Kasva. I mean, I say that in a backseaty way, but he would kick my ass anyway. You guys know that. Vortix looking like he will just plow through this. Got the blacksmith now. Got the ranged attack upgrade. Not a whole lot of food. Yeah, I would have liked to see honestly Vortix produce a lot more fishing ships. Like once you won the water, so convincingly as well, you can definitely pump out a ton of fishing ships and just treat them as your boom mechanic. Knights should be able to hold more than fine against horsemen. Get a few chargers off. Just pretty nice. The archers are doing a lot of work too. And oh my goodness, they're retreating into Hulk range, which just one-shots every single one of these units except the horsemen. Picking off a ton of villagers. There's still 20 more in the town center, however, but Vortix has gotta have a huge lead by now, economically speaking. Militarily speaking, he definitely does. And I don't think that town center can be held at this point. The archers are absolutely melting the spearmen. The knights are kicking the horsemen's butt. And only the villagers are really left at this point. He's going to town on them. And they're chasing way too far, having to go through knights to make it back to the town center. That's a lot of villager corpses. And tapping out is gonna be what's happening. So Kasva walks away today with $750. But Vortix is going for at least 1,500. Let's see what he can do in the semifinals of the EGC Genesis tournament.